and your turn to speak. Are you ready?
Hello everyone, my name is Tiên and I'm the second speaker of the negative team. So first is the arguments of my speech. First is about the stakeholder students, and in the stakeholder I will explain to you about the academic engagement, networking mentorship, isolation, lack of social interaction, health concern, and lastly is about educational system. So first is my rebuttal for your team. So you said that you can allow your student to study whenever and wherever they want. So I want to ask you, how can you ensure the quality of education, of learning? Because some measures, you have to go to school and have the practical experiences like manufacturing, engineering, especially healthcare. Because doctor cannot study online, so how can you ensure the quality? Next is, so if you can let them choose whatever times they want to study in the 4 years of university, how can they get you to the workplace environment? Because when you go to work, it's different from when you learn at home. You have a very disciplined environment, and how can you get to that? When we learn in school, we have a specific time, and you have to go to school at the right time. You have a lot of rules, and you have to follow all of them. And so when you go to your workplace, you can get used to it better. And as my first speaker just asked you, how can you define satisfactions? Because for us, satisfactions is what you can learn from university. It's not how you learn it. If you can learn it easily and get a high score, so you're satisfied with your score. But it's how will it affect the educational system in general? And lastly is you just mentioned about Coursera. So as I know, most recruiters do not count Coursera as their academic achievement because you can enhance your understanding by learning in Coursera, but it is not a tool to say that how well you are, and it cannot make sure your understanding. So coming to my first point, so I will talk about the stakeholder students. So first is the traditional university can ensure the academic engagement of the students because many students appreciate the in-person engagement with a professional, with their peers in the traditional university, and I believe that the face-to-face interaction can make the learning more engaging and can foster the sense of belonging. And also in the learning environment, you can also enhance your motivation. And 50% of students strongly prefer the face-to-face courses according to the Georgetown University counter. So coming to the next point is about social and personal growth of students. So traditional university provide an opportunity for a student to develop both social and interpersonal skills through the extracurricular activities, club, and campus life. And this holistic development is seen as a valuable aspect of university. And you know that so as I know that both of you work in a university club, right? So do you feel that your leadership skill, your cooperation and teamwork skill can improve a lot after 1 year of working? So I believe that working in a club, you do more extracurricular activities, and a lot of people can organize a very, very perfect competition like that. It's a skill for them. So if you learn online in digital university, how can you organize a competition like this? So I will have a chance to stand here. Next is the networking and mentorship. So students value the networking opportunity and the mentorship relationship because this is a significant impact on their careers later. And also learning online, learning on the digital university can lead to isolation and lack of social interaction because it will miss out on the in-person interaction with peers and teachers. And also you haven't mentioned about the technical issues because now learning on a digital university, you have to make sure that your connection, your Wi-Fi is good, and some of them will not have enough they would not have cannot afford them to learn. So how can you make sure that? And I want to ask you, how many geniuses coming from digital university? And lastly, is about the health concerns. So with a long exposure to the screen, computer screens, it can lead to eye strains. And according to the number from the Georgetown University Center, it's claimed that students after the pre-academic days, 70% of the students can lose 60 to 90 minutes of sleep. So it can lead to a least reduction. And lastly is about, yes?
Can you tell me the sources that you mentioned 70%
Georgetown Uni Center. Next is about educational system. So how can digital university can affect the educational system in general? So first is about the economic impact. So traditional university can have a significant economic impact on the regions. For example, in Ho Chi Minh City, if UEH is replaced, how can it affect this city? A lot of people will lose their jobs, and also teachers lose a job. So you can see that university can create jobs and attract students from outside the area and can stimulate that local economic. And next is about workforce development. So skilled technical students become a part of the skilled workforce and filling critical gaps in the various industries such as manufacturing, construction, healthcare, and technologies. And it can increase the productivity and economic growth. And that will lead to the reduction of unemployment rates and dependency on the foreign labor. So this is the end of my speech. Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you for your speech. Congratulations on